It is now 6:49 on this Friday morning. We welcome John Gregg, Indiana, of course, Democrat for governor. Thanks for being with us this morning. We appreciate your time for stopping by.
Great to be here.
You are running. You have done this. In fact, 2012, you lost to Mike Pence. It was a close race. Now, there was a lot of speculation that perhaps the Religious Freedom Act may have been a big spurring movement for you to jump into this race. A, is that the case? And B, what do you think you're going to do differently this time around compared to last time?
Sure. Well, I never really quit campaigning after 2012. It was the closest race in 50 years. We lost by 2 points. Governor Pence is our first governor not to have half the vote. And the biggest difference this time, it's a combination of the religious freedom law. I want to be governor for all Hoosiers. It's a combination of closed interstates. It's a combination of fighting with Glenda Ritz in her elected position as state school superintendent. And it all boils down to a lack of leadership. And this time he's running on his record as opposed to someone else's. So it's a totally different game this time.
Of course, we won't get into the merits of the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, but there was a fix that was done in the legislature. Do you think there is an additional protection that needs to happen for the LGBT community beyond the fix that's already been passed?
Absolutely. We need to, I think we ought to repeal the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. We've got the First Amendment. I don't think we need it. But absolutely, we have to add LGBT to our state civil rights statute. It's a must, and anything short of that is just not right.
So you don't think there is any additional protections that need to happen for people who feel strongly in their beliefs, who don't necessarily support the issue of same-sex marriage, for example?
I truly believe, I'm an attorney by profession and have studied constitutional law, and I truly think the First Amendment does protect everybody. And this is a huge issue across the state. It's an economic issue. It has hurt the state business-wise. It's given us a face we don't deserve. We basically said, hey, we don't want everybody here. We just want certain people here. And, you know, that's not Hoosier hospitality. Speaking
of jobs, of course, the governor has been running on his jobs record because the numbers continue to trend in the right direction. More people are working, more businesses are moving in. The state touts itself as being very business-friendly. Do you plan to continue what is already happening here, trying to keep that momentum and move it forward, or do you plan to do something drastically different, thinking the governor perhaps doesn't have the best approach?
Well, what the governor has increased are a lot of $11, $12, $13 an hour jobs. You know, a $14 an hour job pays about $28,000 a year. That's below the federal poverty level. My focus wants to be not on the number of jobs created, but on the amount of income those jobs generated. Rather than stand up and be pleased that we've created 150 jobs at $12 an hour, I'd rather stand up and say we've created 60 jobs that are going to pay $70,000, $75,000 a year. And we can do that if we leave social issues alone, if we have some leadership. As a former president of Vincennes University, I saw firsthand how we've got a lot of job opportunities in this state.
All right, John Gregg, Democrat for Indiana governor. Thanks for being with us. I'm sure we'll talk again.
Thank you.